Who is it?
Me, Mitch.
Mitch? Just a minute. Mitch, you know I shouldn't even let you in after the treatment I received from you this evening. How utterly uncavalier. But hello, beautiful. My, what a cold shoulder. And what uncouth apparel. You haven't even shaved. What an unforgivable insult to a lady. But I forgive you. I forgive you because it is a relief to see you. You have stopped that polka tune that I had caught in my head. Have you ever had anything awful caught in your head? No, of course you wouldn't, you dumb angel puss. You would never get anything awful caught in your head.
Do we have to have that fan on?
No.
I don't like fans.
Then we'll turn it off, honey. I'm not partial to them. I don't know what there is to drink. I haven't investigated.
I don't want Stan's liquor.
It's not Stan's. Everything here isn't Stan's. Some of the things on the premises are actually mine. How's your mother? Isn't your mother well?
Why?
Something's the matter tonight, but never mind. I won't cross-examine the witness. That music again.
What music?
The Varsaviana, the polka tune they were playing when Alan... Wait! There's the shot. It always stops after that. Yes, it stopped.
Are you boxed out of your mind?
I'll go and see what I can find in the way of... Oh, by the way, excuse me for not being dressed. I'd practically given you up. Had you forgotten your invitation to dinner?
I wasn't gonna see you anymore.
Wait a minute, I can't hear what you're saying, and you talk so little that when you do say something, I don't want to miss a syllable of it. What am I looking around here for? Oh yes, liquor. We've had so much excitement around here this evening that I am boxed out of my mind. Here's something, Southern Comfort. What is that, I wonder?
If you don't know what it is, then it must be Stan's.
Take your foot off the bed. It has a light cover on it. So like you boys not to notice anything like that. I've done so much for this place since I've been here.
I bet you have.
You've seen it before I came, and look at it now. It's almost dainty, and I want to keep it that way. I wonder if this stuff ought to be mixed with something. It's sweet, so sweet. It's terribly, terribly sweet. It's a liqueur, I believe. Yes, that's what it is, a liqueur. I'm afraid you won't like it, but try it and maybe you will.
I told you already, I don't want any of Stan's liquor, and I mean it! You ought to lay off his liquor. He says you've been lapping it up all summer like a wild cat.
What a fantastic statement! Fantastic of him to say it, and fantastic of you to repeat it. I will not descend to such cheap levels of accusations to answer them even.
Huh.
What's in your mind? I see something in your eyes.
It's dark in here.
I like the dark. The dark is comforting to me.
I don't think I've ever seen you in the light. That's a fact.
Is it?
Never seen you in the afternoon.
Whose fault is that?
You never want to go out in the afternoon.
Why, Mitch, you're at the plant in the afternoon.
Not Sunday afternoon. I always ask you to go out on Sunday afternoon, but when I do, you always make an excuse. You never want to go out until after 6, and even then, it's someplace that's not lighted much.
There's some obscure meaning in this, but I failed to catch it.
What it means is, I've never had a real good look at you, Blanche. Let's turn the light on in here.
Light? What light? What for?
This one, with the paper thing on it.
What did you do that for?
So I can take a look at you good and plain.
I'm sure you don't really mean to be insulting.
No, just realistic.
I don't want realism, I want magic. Yes, magic. That's what I try to give to people. I misrepresent things to them. I don't tell the truth, I tell what ought to be the truth. And if that is sinful, let me be damned for it. Don't turn on the light!
I don't mind you being older than what I thought, but all the rest of it, Christ, like that pitch about your ideals being so old-fashioned, and all that malarkey that you dished out all summer, oh, I knew you weren't 16 anymore. I was fool enough to believe you were straight.
Who told you I wasn't straight? My loving brother-in-law, and you believed him?
I called him a liar at first, and then I checked on the story. First, I talked to a traveler who travels to Laurel. And then, I talked directly over our long distance with this merchant.
What merchant?
Keith Faber.
Keith Faber? I know him. He whistled at me in the street, and I put him in his place. So now for revenge, he makes up stories about me.
3 people. Keith Faber, Stanley, and Shaw swore to them.
Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. And what a filthy tub.
Didn't you stay at a hotel called the Flamingo?
Flamingo? No, Tarantula was the name of it. I stayed at a hotel called the Tarantula Arms.
Tarantula.
A big spider. That's where I brought my victims. I had many intimacies with strangers. After the death of Alan, intimacies with strangers were all that I seemed to be able to fill my empty heart with. Panic, just a panic that drove me from here to there, hunting for some protection, even in the most unlikely places. Even a 17-year-old boy. But somebody wrote the superintendent, "This woman is morally unfit for her position." Morally unfit for her position. True? Yes, unfit somehow. Anyway, I came here. There was nowhere else for me to go. It was played out. You know, played out. My youth was suddenly gone up the water spout. And I met you. And you said you needed somebody, and I needed somebody too. And you seemed so gentle, and I thank God for you, a cleft in the rock of the world that I could hide in. But I guess I was asking, hoping for too much. Kieferber, Stanley, and Shaw have tied an old tin can to the tail of the kite.
You lied to me, Blanche.
Don't say I lied to you.
Lies. Lies. Inside and out. All lies!
Never inside. I never lied in my heart.
Flores, flores, flores para los muertos. Flores, flores.
What? Oh, somebody outside?
Flores, flores para los muertos.
No, not now, not now. Crumble and fade, regrets, recriminations. If you hadn't done this, it wouldn't have cost me that.
Corones para los muertos, corones.
Legacies, huh? And other things, such as blood-stained pillow slips. Her linens need changing. Yes, Mother, but couldn't we get a colored girl to do it? No, of course not. Everything gone but the
Flores.
death.